What's up, good people? How y'all doing? You guys have to let me know right away if you can hear me. Want to know that we got yesterday's issue resolved. So while we wait for everybody to catch up to us, let me know if you can hear me this morning. Good, good. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Good. I'm glad we got it resolved. I believe it's from me. It happened from me fumbling with my microphone. I guess these things are kind of finicky, and I got excited about what I was talking about, and there we go. And I guess I fumbled with my microphone a little bit too much. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate you. Thank you, Maisha. I appreciate y'all, man. What's happening? What's up? How y'all doing this morning? Everybody all right? Everybody good? What's up, Big Zach? Sierra, brother Chris, my brother. Man, Miss Gilda, Miss Mary, uh, brother Chris. I heard that you and your beautiful wife did an amazing job at track 3 the other day, or track 2, whichever one it was. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, man. You guys have been a blessing to community, and I really appreciate you. Hey, Mama, Smalleen, Tashara, Miss Iris. What's up, Nikki? Nikki, did you hear what I said yesterday? Um, yeah, man, we on lockdown. Elder Lamont Lewis, I love you, bro. I love you, man. Hope you're doing well. What's happening, brother Chris? How are you, sir? Brother Chris King, please tell Miss Pat. Brother James, I said hello. Miss Barbara, how you doing? Miss Pauline, what's up, Kev? Kim, how y'all doing, man? Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing all right? I was praying for you, Nikki, and the Lord said, I have not forgotten her, and my promises are still yes and amen. So take that and do whatever you will with it. Um, do whatever the Lord tells you to with it. Um, what's up, Caitlin? How you doing? How you doing? Tashara, what's up? Y'all doing all right? Man, I was so disappointed yesterday. Hit that share button if y'all would, man. If y'all would hit that share button, give me that thumbs up. Let me know you're in the building. Give me a bunch of thumbs up, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're at. Give us that thumbs up, man. Um, hit that share button. I appreciate it. I got 4 thumbs up on YouTube. Come on, YouTube. Got some thumbs up on Facebook. Hit that share button if you would. Trying to give everybody a chance to get with us this morning. Before we dive in, I was so disappointed yesterday, man, because I was talking to you about you know Moses, and I was talking about how for many of us, man, like we got to use what we have. Look at when you're thinking about what you want to accomplish, when you're thinking about what you want to do. I was trying to get us to stop paying so much attention to what we don't have, and life a lot of times, man, it boils down to, and I tell you this all the time, but so much of life boils down to what you're focused on. Boils down to what you're locked into. I was sharing with a young man the other day, man, how there was a season of my life where I got way too locked in to what I had not accomplished. I got way too locked in to what I had not gotten done. I got way too locked in to my failures. Anybody ever been there? I mean, my every waking thought was what I had messed up, what I had failed about. I was overly consumed and overly concerned with what who thought about me. I can be transparent with you and tell you that there was a time in my life where I had let so many people down, and then so many in my mind, I'd let so many people down, and then so many people in my life had walked out of my life, had walked away from me, had abandoned me. I felt like, and a lot of it I deserved it because of how I was carrying on. But I got so locked in, and I was at such a young age. I wish I could go back now because a lot of what I was thinking about is the time that I had lost, huh? And the mistakes that I had made, the things that I had messed up, and I got so focused on that, and so focused on what was wrong with me. Anybody ever been there? So focused on what was not right with me, um, and my flaws, and it. I'll be transparent with you, and I'll tell you that it sent me into. And I told you this before. If you down any amount of time, it sent me spiraling into this great depression, man. And it wasn't even that things were that bad. I know now on this side of it, things were not that bad. It seemed that bad because, and the reason why it seemed that bad is because all I was focused on was the bad. All I was locked into was what went wrong. The only thing that I had consumed myself with is what I had messed up and what didn't go right. And as I look back at it now, it I hadn't really done any damage. Come on. I hadn't really, I mean, on the scale of things, I hadn't messed up my life like I thought I had messed up my life. And that's a word for somebody this morning. Because in your mind, you've totally messed it up. In your mind, you've totally and yes, Elder Mark, you're listening to other people telling you how bad you've done. You're listening to other people telling you how much you've messed it up. And you have to hear me when I say this. The reason why you feel like it's as messed up as you feel like it is because that's what you're locked into. I was comparing myself at that time to other people that I had graduated with, to other people who were my same age, other people who I had gone through school with. And because I was comparing myself and what I had done to what they had done, come on, I I and my point is it's all a matter of what you focused on. Toward what I was talking about yesterday, a lot of times we get too focused on what we don't have. We get too focused on what's missing. that we think we need, what's missing, what we have not yet attained. And I was trying to explain to you on yesterday. I talked to you a few weeks ago about how a lot of times you don't need more. You don't need more resources. Listen, you don't need more resources many times. You don't need more education. You don't need another podcast. You don't need another master class. I got an idea for you. Master the classes you've already taken. Master what you already know. Come on. That'll get you a whole lot further than taking another master class. Master what you already know. That's your master class. Put to use what you've already learned. And I was trying to tell you that for many of most of us, we are already educated beyond our level of obedience. We are already resourced beyond our level of obedience. Come on. We our level of ability is already above our level of obedience. That's why, you know, I had somebody come to me and tell me, Pastor, you know, I'm leaving the church, and I love you and I appreciate you, and I appreciate how you've taught me and how I've grown at this church. But I feel like the Lord is calling me now to a deeper place. I feel like the Lord is calling me to a ministry that teaches, goes a little deeper in the word. And if I can challenge you in any way, I would say go deeper, Pastor. Go deeper in the word. The practical stuff is good, but but if I could challenge you in any way, I would say that I would stay if the word was a little bit deeper. You don't need a deeper word. The word gets real deep when you start obeying the word you got. The word gets real deep when you start obeying the word you already know. The, you already know more word than you obey. What you want to go deeper for? Come on. You don't listen. You don't need no more Bible to disobey. You don't need no more of God's word to ignore. You're already going to be held accountable for the word that you currently ignore. Why you need some more? I need to go deeper. Oh, really? Let, let me check your tithe record. See how deep you going. Now, I'm let's start right there. I'm gonna check your giving. I'm gonna do something I never do. I'm gonna check your giving record. I want to see how deep you going with the word you already got. I want to go deeper. For what? Why? I'll tell you why you want to go deeper. The reason why you want to go deeper is because, you ready for this? You ready? It's called the spiritualization of disobedience. And this is what I was saying yesterday. It's the spiritualization of disobedience. I don't want to obey what I already know. And as opposed to being obedient with what I already know, I would much rather continue to discover more things that I don't know. Whew. No, I don't love my neighbor as I love myself, but I want to go deeper. I want to know more. No, I don't forgive like I should, but I want to know more about forgiving. No, I I I don't serve faithfully like I should. But rather than diving deep into putting to work what I already know, I would let me dive deeper into what I don't know. Lord, tickle my ears. Whoo! Tickle my ears. Don't change my heart. Tickle my ears. Don't transform my life. Tickle my ears. Don't bring me to repentance. Tickle my ears. Don't expose to me where I've fallen short of your glory. My God. I just want my ears tickled. I never asked to have my heart transformed. I want my mind thrilled. I didn't ask to have it changed. God tells Moses, what's in your hand? You have everything you need to be obedient to me. You have everything you need to do what I told you to do. You have everything you need to fulfill the vision that I've placed on your heart and in your mind. Listen, stop disobeying the Lord and blaming it on him. I'm going to say it again. We got to stop disobeying God and blaming it on God. If God says go, he's going to give it. God says, Moses, you're worried about how you're going to sound when you get there. Just go. You're worried about step 10, and all I ask you to do is take step 1. Can you master step 1? And then after you take step 1, take step 2. And then after you take step 2, I'll show you step 3 and take that. And then after you take step 3, I'll show you step 4 and then take that. You God says, I'm telling you to take steps, and you're telling me you want to do an in-depth study of the step. Is it wood or is it made of concrete? Is it composite wood or is it this new decking? If it's concrete, what grain of concrete is it? Was it made with highway mesh? Was it quickcrete or did they pump it out of the truck? How did they form up for these steps? Did they use 2x4s or 2x6s? Did they brace it? God says nothing of that has anything to do with the fact that I told you to take a step. You just get started. You listen, you let God be God and let God, then you just be, let God use you to be the best you can be. You have to start where you are. You have to use what you have. You have to do what you can. I tell people I get up and I'm so proud because I get up every year when we celebrate our graduates. And I make sure to celebrate the non-traditional graduates. The non-traditional graduates. The reason why is because I know how difficult it is to be a non-traditional student because all of my education from bachelor's all the way to doctorate was non-traditional. And I had to I had to work and feed a family and do all of that and get my education. I know how tough it is. And you're not looking at the smartest man in the world. You're looking at somebody, you ready for this, who just kept taking steps. Every semester, I just made up in my mind, I'm going to do what I can. Some semesters, I could only take a couple classes. The next semester, I could take a full slate. Then other semesters, I could take somewhere in between. Sometimes it was because I couldn't afford it. Other times it was because I didn't have more time. But I took the time that I had, I took the money that I had. Come on, somebody. I took the such as I have that God gave me. Come on. I used what I had. And the reason why I celebrate non-traditional students is because I know that, like me, I know that struggle. I know that every semester everything in you tells you to quit. I know that every semester you have every reason to not keep going. I know the struggle of trying to figure out how am I going to pay for it? How's this going to happen? It's demanding too much of my attention. How am I going to give this my attention and give my kids my attention and give my job my attention? I'm tired. I'm not getting any sleep. How am I going to study? I get it. What do I do, Pastor? You keep taking steps. You God says use what you have and do what you can. That's why I always celebrate the people who go through Financial Peace University and who become debt free. Why? Because I've been there. I know what it's like to be looking at a mountain of debt and trying and saying to myself, there's no way in the world. Come on. But God is saying go. There's no way in the world. But God is saying, I want you to do this. I I've been there. I know what it's like. What do I do, Pastor? You keep taking steps. May not be happening as fast as you want it to. May not be happening as quick as you want it to. Yes, you have to navigate some difficulty. And yes, there are going to be days when everything in you says to throw in the towel. But you got to hear me. You use what you have to keep taking steps. I hope this is, I hope somebody's getting this. You use what you have to keep taking steps. Many of you know that I have what we would call a side hustle. Side hustle, for those of you who are not akin to the African American vernacular, a side hustle is an extra job. It's something that you do in the meantime. It's something that you do in addition to your regular job. And my particular side hustle takes time to build. My particular side hustle doesn't come quick. My particular side hustle, you have to put in work before you see the results. And I've gotten to the place now where with my side hustle, I'm beginning to see the fruit from it. I'm beginning to see the results from it. How, Pastor? Because it's been 10 years of taking steps, 10 years of taking the little bit that God gave me and using it to take another step. I hope y'all getting this. Just using what I have and just take another step and just take another step and just take another step. And over time, the steps, the consistent steps add up. Y'all ain't hearing me. I said over time, the consistent steps add up. Can I tell somebody that what you're missing is consistency? You you have to stay consistent. You have to consistently take steps. Some of them gonna be bigger than other ones. Many of them just gonna be small. But you consistently take whatever God has given you. Come on. You look at the story of Moses. God asked Moses, "What's that in your hand?" Moses said, "I got a staff." God told him, "Throw it on the ground." He threw it on the ground. God turned it into a snake. At one point, while he's doing what God told him to do, God told him to stretch out the staff. He stretches out the staff. And all of a sudden, the Red Sea parts and the children of Israel walk across on dry land. And all throughout his story, you see how God uses that simple thing, that small staff on the scale of things, to perform the miraculous. What are you saying, Pastor? I'm saying that a lot of times we look for miraculous in the big things. We look for the miraculous to come all of a sudden. But a lot of times it's not the big things. It's not one big break. Most of the time, 9.9 times out of 10, it's not one big break. It's not one big stroke of luck. It's not one single thing that happens that causes you to be successful. What causes me to be successful then, Pastor? What makes successful people successful? I've told you this before. It's the small, consistent things that nobody sees that leads to the big results that everybody wants. It's doing the right small things over and over and over. Come on. That creates a snowball of momentum. No pun intended. The right things over and over and over. Small things. consistently taking steps, consistently taking what God's given me and using it. Consistently. That's how you receive the best of the best. That's how you become the best of the best. You could take two people who work the same job, right? You got two people who work the same job, they're in the same career, so on and so forth. One person starts in their 20s, and in their 20s, they start just saving, putting up a few $100s a month, what they can. The next person looks at the opportunity when on their new job, the IRAs and the 401ks and all that's introduced, they look at that same opportunity and they say, man, 200 a month is not going to make all that much difference. Instead of putting it up, I might as well just, it's 200 a month. It's not even going to make that much of a difference. And then check those same two people out 30 years later. Come on, somebody. And see what that small deposit, that small consistent step every month over the long haul, what it adds up to. Listen, successful people do consistently what other people do occasionally. You look at one of them, they occasionally put a little bit of money into their savings. Occasionally. You look at that other person, they consistently put a little money into the savings. And then the occasional people are going to accuse the consistent people of getting lucky. The occasional people are going to accuse the consistent people, thank you, the consistent people of having a big break. When it seems like all of a sudden, come on, oh, they got a breakthrough. They've been breaking through for 15, 20 years. Oh, they got a miracle. It's been 15, 20 years of miracles. God's honoring their consistency. Small steps consistently. Come on. Listen, I want you to think about an area of your life. I'm going to leave you alone. I want you to think about an area of your life where you've been successful, for better or worse. If you would say, I've been unsuccessful in my relationships, I'm willing to bet that you can point to some things that you've been consistent at that led to your lack of success. If you would say, I've been unsuccessful in my career path, I'm willing to bet that you can point to some things that you've been consistent at that made you unsuccessful. How about this? You ready? Maybe the reason why you're unsuccessful is because in your career is because you're consistently inconsistent. Whew. Come on. You're consistently inconsistent. You you consistently quit when the going gets tough. You consistently walk away when you don't like what they told you. You consistently throw in the towel. Come on. When things are not moving fast enough. You plant a little bit of seed and walk out on the harvest consistently. Show for better or worse. Listen, consistency, what you consistently do, always listen. You ain't I don't I don't need to be around here talking about how in the world I got fat. How how did I end up fat? How did I how in the world did I get to the place where I'm wider than all outside? Come on, Lord, what did I do to deserve this? How how in the world did I end up a big bag? Huh? How did I? Come on, somebody. How did I get to the place where I'm tying my shoes on the side? Y'all look at me like I'm crazy, would you? Well, I am a little crazy, but come on. If I was around here talking about how in the world, no, it wasn't inconsistency, Miss Brenda. I I successfully became a fat person because I consistently, come on, somebody, ate the cake. I successfully got to the point where I was tying my shoes on the side. Come on, Miss Ross. Am I telling the truth about myself? Because I consistently ate all-star specials with salt scrambled eggs, cheese on the grits. Come on. Bacon and a regular waffle, and give me that Sprite to wash it down. Come on. And now here I am around here talking about how did I get so big? Yeah, acting surprised. I can't believe I done got this big. I can't believe. Would you somebody come and look at would you look at this? How in the world did I get to the place? Huh? Yeah. Blaming it on family history, blaming it on your family. I come from a long line of big backs. We all just big boned it. Yeah. How did I success? I'm not talking about y'all, I'm talking about me. I ain't say nothing about you. Huh? Call me crazy if I walk around here talking about how did I get to the place where I look like I need a man bra? Hey, listen, whatever you're consistent at, you're going to be successful at. Listen, here, for better or worse. I'm going to say it again. Whatever you're consistent at, you're going to be successful at. For better or worse. What area of your life is God calling you to be more consistent? Are you spiritually stunted because you are not consistently seeking after the things of God? Have you not grown spiritually because you don't consistently plug into a group? Some of us, here we go. You ready? Buckle up. And I'm gonna log off after this. I'm gonna take one more shot and then I'm gone. One more shot. Can I take one more shot? I'm gonna take one more shot. And you can't say it's wrong because I told you I'm taking the shot. All right. This ain't about me. The big back was about me. But this shot is about some of y'all. You ready for this? One more shot, and then I'm gone. If you don't mind me taking one more shot, come on, put in the comments, say take it. Yeah, I ain't gonna come on, say take it. If y'all don't say take it, I ain't gonna take it. But if y'all tell me take the shot, I'm gonna take the shot. Come on. It's something that need to be said. It's something. Look, there we go. Come on, y'all want me to take it? Y'all want me to take the shot? YouTube want me to take the shot. Facebook ain't saying nothing right now. All right, there go Facebook. There go okay. There go Y'all ready for this? I'm gonna take this shot, and then I'm gonna log off. So before I take this shot, all right, I want y'all to share this video. I want y'all to give. It don't matter how big or small. I'm trying to get everything I got to say out the way before I take this shot. Because when I take this shot, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna take the shot and then I'm gonna log off. Y'all ready for this? All right. So listen, number one, what I always say at the end of every video, hit that share button. And number two, what I always say at the end of every video, I want you to give. I want you to invest in what God is doing through this ministry. And remember, y'all told me to take it. All right. This ain't about me. This about y'all. Here go the shot. Why you wondering why you're not spiritually growing when you don't do anything consistently spiritual?